Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Gloria's Crafts. My name's Gloria. Today I'm going to be making a pop socket, which is that thing on the back of your phone that you can hold your phone. Hold on, let me get my phone and I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to be making 3 of these. Not exactly this way, but 3 of these to go on my cell phone or, you know, whatever. I bought this at Amazon. I bought these 3 lovely ladies. They came in a pack at Walmart. It's Ursula, Cruella, and Maleficent. I can't say it. Maleficent. There you go. Me struggling. And I got these at Amazon also. Some of them came with the pack. So these will go in here when we get done. So I'm using resin, and I mixed equal part of A and B, the hardener and the resin. And this is the kind I have. So I mixed equal parts, and you want to mix it for 5 minutes. And I'm not going to make them all the same, so I only did 3, let me see, 30, let me see, I did it 30 on the line, and then of the resin, and then 30 of the hardener, and then I mix it together for 5 minutes, and I have bubbles. If you mix it slow, you won't have as many bubbles. But right now, I'm going to pour some into here, into another container. Here's what I have. I'm going to make it a little bit more. I'm not even sure how much I need. I don't think I need a lot for the 3 of these ladies, but here's what I have. Now, to get the bubbles out, I have a heat gun. I believe I got this at Amazon also. So I'm just blowing on it to get rid of the bubbles. I think I'm going to start with Cruella, my lovely lady. So I am going to mix this, and I have red glitter in a bag and red fine glitter in a container. So I am going to put some in here, just like that, of the one color, of the red. Mixing that in there for Cruella. Then I have thicker glitter here, not much thicker, but just a little thicker, and I'm going to pour some of that in here. So now I have 2 things of glitter in here, just like that, for my Cruella. Now, to do her, I have to decide which one I'd like, and I'm thinking I would like her on this one, but I'd like to do a little layer of just regular resin. So I'm going to take my container and just pour a little bit in there. I don't want a whole bunch. I just want the clear on there for right now. And I have these lovely little stick things. I'm going to smear it around. I want to get it all the way in all the crevices for my Cruella. And I'm going to show you, this is what it looks like. So I'm going to lean it this way to make sure I get in every crevice. Now see how there's bubbles? We don't want bubbles. So I'm going to blow dry it with my heat gun. You could use a torch. Problem with the torch is it gets too hot and sometimes melts your mold. And I don't want to melt my mold. So as you can see, it's much less of the bubbles. Now, I also have rubbing alcohol that you could spray on there to get rid of the bubbles. So see, there's hardly any bubbles. Now I'm going to take my little princess. I cut the back part off, and I am going to put little Lovey right in here. And I am pushing her down far. Now I'm going to take the glittery resin with the red, and I'm going to start pouring that around the little lady. You want to get her back and all of her done and covered. Okay. So there she is. I'm going to spray some rubbing alcohol on there. I'm going to take my heat gun and blow it out. I'm going to bring the camera closer because I don't want to move the mold. But as you can see, some of it's leaking over. And I'm okay with that because I can take that out and use that for something else. But here she is right now. And I'm thinking, I'm not sure if I should wait a little bit before I stick my pop socket on there, but let's give it a whirl. So I'm going to stick this right in the middle of my Cruella, right like that, and hopefully it'll be right in the middle of my Cruella. So that's one. Now I'm going to do one of the other ladies. I have Ursula and Maleficent. Oh my Lanta. Okay. So for Ursula, I'm going to use this mold right here, and like I did for Cruella, I'd like it to be with the clear first. Now, I can't pick it up and move it due to the fact that I have Cruella there. So I'm going to try and move it around with my heat gun. And can you see how it's moving? Now, if you can't move it around like this, you can use a stick, such as, to move it around. You want it in all the nooks and crannies. Okay. So I'm going to give it another bit of a blow dry. Okay, to get all the bubbles out, hopefully. Give it a little spritzer. It looks like there's an opening up here, which we don't want. There we go. So now's the time to figure out if that is how you want it. Now, once you've eyed it up, however you'd like to put Ursula, I'm going to put this little Lovey right there. And I'm going to push her down right there. Now I have different purples. I have this purple, that's red, and a pinkish purple that I'm going to use for her. And I'm going to use a little of what's left of the red. So I'm going to put some of the purple in that's this color. And a little bit of that. How pretty is that? And mix it around. I believe I need more of the resin, which I have in this container. Just mixing it up. See how pretty that is? I think that is so pretty. So here she is in all her glory of her purpleness. You can make it more purple. It's entirely up to you. I'm just going to add a little bit more because I'm not sure how much Ursula will take. So I'm going to mix it back up again. Make sure you do the sides and the bottom when you're mixing. Glitter usually sinks to the bottom. That's why I did a little bit with the clear on the bottom. But we shall see. Resin looks like so much fun, but it's not as easy as you would think. You'd think it's easy because I've tried it and had more resin fails than I've had successes. So we shall see how well my Ursula, Maleficent, oh my gosh, and Cruella turn out. Oh my goodness, I'm going to have to work on my speech. Knowing how to say oh my Atlanta. It's bananas. Okay, so here she is in all her glory, all filled up. We're going to give her a little spritzer of rubbing alcohol. And a little bit of a blow dry. This also moves around your items. And then I have my pop socket back. So I am going to put this right here on Ursula. Okay, so that has to harden. Now we're going to do Cruella. I'm thinking this would be a cool shape for Cruella right here. So I'm going to use what's left of my glitter resin that I have, and I'm going to add some purple. That's red. And I'm going to add a different shade of purple, I think. But we shall see. Let's see what we think when we add this purple in here. I'm going to need some more of the clear. I think resin is so much fun, but it's very expensive to make things with resin, and it's kind of a real bummer when things don't turn out. So this is how pretty it is, but I'm thinking that it might look the same as the other one for Ursula, so I'm going to add more purple. I changed my mind. I'm so excited. I'm going to use this black color. So I have to get the lid off. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so, oh, no, we don't, oh, yeah, okay, just a little of the black. I just don't want it to look the same as Ursula. That does not fit on there. That does, okay. So, we're going to mix these two together. How lovely is that? I'm going to need some more of the resin. Okay. And I should be wearing gloves. I have gloves out. Good grief. I do this every time. I think about it. I have my gloves. You should also do resin in a well-ventilated area. But you definitely should wear gloves. And I have gloves. Literally, they're right here. And I keep forgetting to put them on. Going to add a little bit more of the clear resin in there, and I want to add some more of the black. Mix it all up. That is delightfully delicious. How cute is that? Just love the colors. And this is for Maleficent. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to keep working on her name, but I like that. So, this is the one I would like to use. I'm going to put some clear in here. Okay. And I'm going to use my little stick to manipulate it around. Hopefully getting in all the crevices. All the crevices. And I'm going to use rubbing alcohol and my heat torch. This also helps it move around to get in the areas where you want it. Okay, here she is in all of her glory. Push her down in there, perfectly perfect. And now for her glitter, we're going to put, I like her flat, but her horns kind of stick up. So we shall see. I like the colors. I think it's very pretty. I'm pretty excited about this. I really hope it works out, but we shall see. I need to spritzer and blow dry. Okay, and then for the last, pop socket, put it right on there. So this is going to take about 24 hours to cure. It's also cold where I live, so that might have something to do with how long it takes. So yeah, I'll be back in 24 hours to let you know what they look like. Now for the unfolding. Oh my goodness. Okay, we started with Cruella, so let's get her out. Here she is. Cruella as a pop socket. She doesn't look like she needs to be cleaned up. So there's Cruella. And then I believe we did Ursula. Let's see. Here's Ursula. She doesn't need any sanding either, which is pretty awesome. And then last but not least, Maleficent. Oh my Lanta. Can't even say it. Here she is. See, this shouldn't be here, right here, so I'm going to have to cut that a little bit. But here she is. Here's all three. So, I'm pretty excited about how they turned out. There's Cruella and Ursula, and then Maleficent. Oh my Lanta. Okay, thanks so much for watching. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Bye.